Hey there! Welcome to Life Noggin. What if you could create a new, maybe even better continent? Cambridge Dictionary defines a continent as one of the 7 large land masses on the Earth's surface, surrounded by or mainly surrounded by sea. Generally, most people are taught that there are 7 continents: Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, North America, South America, and Australia. Not all cultures agree on what defines a continent, and surprisingly, scientists don't either. Even NASA says there's no single agreed-upon scientific classification for what makes a landmass a continent. There's no set square mileage, no required population, nothing. With the definition of a continent being super murky, building a hypothetical landmass and getting it classified as a continent could be a struggle, and it may eventually come down to convincing governing geographical bodies and society. If Greenland at almost 1 million square miles isn't a continent, your landmass would probably need to be huge. But what about actually constructing this continent? How on earth would that work? First things first, you would need to find a spot to build in international waters, meaning the part of the world that is not claimed by anyone else. You need to be at least 200 miles from any existing country's territorial sea baseline, outside their exclusive economic zones. It should come as no surprise that you'd want to pick a fairly shallow spot, since you'd have to fill down to the ocean floor. Once you found your spot, you'd need materials and a ship-ton of money. Pun intended. The project to build the world islands in Dubai required over $25 billion before the project was even finished. And those islands only total 20 square miles and are right on the shallow shoreline. In the middle of the ocean with more square mileage, your hypothetical continent would cost a lot more. Using those rates, it'd cost quadrillions and quadrillions of dollars. You need to start construction by creating the baseline of your landmass, piling sand directly onto the seafloor, or even a reef. This sand could either be brought in on a ship, or you could use a sea dredging ship to dig up sand from the sea floor and reuse that. Then, a super thick layer of rocks would be laid on top of that sand, and finally cement would be added to top it all off. And there you have it, your very own island, congratulations. Now the real battle to become more than just a measly island begins, getting it recognized as a continent with geographers, the scientific community, and the public. With such a vague definition, this part may be tough, but having a large landmass that stands out from the other continents should help your case. While humans haven't yet built their own continent, they have built artificial islands like Dubai's World Islands and Palm Islands. Small artificial islands are nothing new. They're created all over for uses like military bases, airports, and even bird sanctuaries. Building your own continent sounds insanely expensive, very labor-intensive, and could start a huge cultural debate. But hey, I believe in you. Just, if you could, name it Blackoland. This episode was brought to you by our sponsor, CreativeLive. CreativeLive is an online learning platform with over 1,500 curated classes taught by over 650 world-class instructors. Classes range from photography, design, entrepreneurship, and music. CreativeLive has curated a group of classes specifically for Life Noggin fans. Check out the link in the description and save up to 30% for a limited time. One class I loved, and I think you will too, is how to vlog like a boss with YouTuber Amy Schmidhauer.
Anything you could potentially do with a blog, you can do with video, but you can do it better. Getting your message out there with this medium is extremely important so that you get past all the people that might not take a chance on it.
Amy breaks down how to build an audience and become a successful vlogger in this easy-to-understand and highly engaging class. Click the first link in the description for the full slate of Blocko-approved CreativeLive classes just for Life Noggin viewers. Classes are on sale for a limited time, so check it out. So where in the world would you build your continent? And what would you call it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, you're going to love our video on how many people could the Earth actually hold. Check it out. So if we have about 3 billion more people living on this planet, and they all adopt a lifestyle similar to an American, the effects of global warming will be worsened even more. My name is Blocko. This has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.